Thank you very much. The title of my presentation is Change is in the Air, and it's probably because I make water from air. So I'd like to explain our technology, but first we'll just look at some general things about water that maybe you don't know. So for example, did you know 80% of your blood and 70% of your brain are made of water? And so I believe, of course, we need to all be drinking as pure water as we can, because if most of our body is water, obviously we want to put a pure source in our body. Of course, less than 1% of the world has drinkable water, and 1 in 3 don't have access to safe drinking water. Of course, the world crisis is here. It's serious. It's all over the world. It's even in the U.S., in California. Right now, California is kind of looking like that picture. Wineries are calling me. A lot of agriculture is calling me because their crops are just dying because they can't water them. It's been said we're going to run out of oil before, we're going to run out of water before we run out of oil. So what does that mean? Well, it's a thirsty world. We all have to drink. You can't live more than 3 days without water. So I think it's time we start thinking about a new source, a source that's been there forever. It's called atmospheric water. And I want to ask you if you knew that there's actually more water in the air than in every river, stream, and the ocean. More water in the air. 380 quadrillion gallons of water are known as humidity. So my company has developed a number of devices that extract that water from the air. On the far left at the top is a home office unit that we have in 28 countries right now. That unit will make 3 to 5 gallons of water every day, and I must tell you it's the purest water in the world. Why? Because water in the air has no heavy metals like lead, arsenic, barium, uranium, which are all on my water report in my city in Miami. And so when I look at a water report and see uranium is in the water, on the far right for the explanation by the city, it says erosion of natural deposits, meaning it's in the ground, so it is in your water. That's not in my water because lead can't float. Heavy metals don't float. And of course my water doesn't have any chlorine like our cities use to process the water, and we don't have fluoride in our water either, which I really am not too excited about. In the middle is a machine that will make 500 gallons a day and will actually collect coins or credit cards and dispense one of 3 different quantities of water. So it's actually a water vending machine with no hookup for water. It's just simply extracting it from the air. On the far right is a machine we use that I call waste to water. This machine will use used motor oil, used cooking grease, crude, propane, natural gas, or diesel, and we can make 100 gallons a day with it. So it's really great that we could take oil from your car that's going to be thrown away somewhere, and we can use that to make water. On the bottom left and in the middle and on the bottom right, those are our most popular commercial machines, which I'm happy to say are made in my factory in India. On the far left, that machine will make 125 gallons a day, and the machine in the middle will make 300 gallons a day, or 1,100 liters. This is our largest machine. We call it the 4500, but it actually makes about 5,000 gallons a day. If you look on the far right, on the bottom there, that is actually the inside of the machine. You can see this one's just being built, so there's somebody in there working on the compressors. This machine has 8 compressors in it. Those black things you see on each side, the walls, those are coils. And those coils are just loaded with a refrigerant. And what we do is we have a very big fan at the front of this device that is just sucking air through the machine. And if you were inside this machine in those silver areas, you would just see water flowing like a stream. The good thing about this machine is we also can deliver 200 tons of air conditioning, and it also can reclaim RO wastewater. We can reclaim about 25% of the RO wastewater that factories are throwing away.